20 Countdown.
How you guys feeling tonight?
Carrie Underwood takes girl power to the next level on the Cry Pretty Tour 360.
I love the energy.
Plus, Carrie dishes on living out her rock and roll fantasy.
It completely blew my mind and was something that I didn't know I needed in my life.
Miranda Lambert discovers a new role for man's best friend.
Getting a puppy is great birth control.
Maddie and Tay's new fan makes quite a splash.
Everything's coming up roses for Runaway June.
I would like to thank my mom, and I would like to thank God.
These 90s hit makers are now playing by their own rules.
We don't have anything to prove anymore. We're just having a good time.
And Brooks and Dunn throw an all-star block party.
I give it 1:30 a.m. Somebody's gonna be throwing up in the streets tonight for sure.
CMT's Hot 20 Countdown, your VIP pass to country music. I'm Cody Allen from the Cry Pretty Tour 360 with Carrie Underwood. I'm excited to see the show, to see the stage lit up and all coming to life here. This is going to be cool. Carrie is with us for the next 3 hours. We'll get a little behind-the-scenes look at the tour. We'll also talk to Runaway June and Maddie and Tay as well. It's kind of like a girl power episode of Hot 20, really.
I like it.
Speaking of, Katie Cook standing by with how you can help shape today's show. Katie? Welcome back to Hot 20. Cody Allen here with Carrie Underwood on the Cry Pretty Tour 360. It is all about the round. Your second time you've actually done a tour like this. Why is that sort of important to you?
Well, we did it for the first time on the Storyteller Tour, and at the beginning it was kind of like, what's this going to be like? Can I do this? You have to just project everywhere, and remember that there's always people. There's people surrounding you, but I loved it. I loved the energy. I loved how it was coming from all directions. So this time when we were talking about how we were going to do things, I wanted to do that again. And then we had to figure out how to make it different, so we obviously changed the design of the stage, and so it's the same, but it's not. We're in the middle, but we're everywhere.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stage out there, and really just walkways everywhere.
Yeah. We didn't really want to have anybody tied down to anything, and technology is so great now to where none of the players, other than the drums and the keys, everybody else is mobile. So it's just cool to be able to let everybody go, and everybody, if I'm on this side of the stage, there's band members on that side of the stage that are giving the audience a completely different thing.
It's impressive. I know when I go to a concert, maybe you're the same way, I love to wait for my favorite artist to sing the song I want to hear. I wonder, when you hit the stage every night, is there a favorite moment you have on this tour where you're like, okay, I can't wait to do that for this crowd?
There's definitely certain songs that I feel like people are waiting on. So things like Jesus Take the Wheel, Before He Cheats. But personally, I love we kind of do a medley of girl songs. the girls that we grew up listening to, and the women in country that taught us, what we know now, the ones that we were wanting to be someday when we grew up. So we have a moment, myself, Maddie and Tay, and Runaway June, where we pay tribute.
We're going to have Maddie and Tay and Runaway June on the show a little later. Carrie, stick it around for the full 3 hours, and if you need me on Wasted tonight, I'm totally in.
Okay.
I can definitely hit that note.
All right.
More of the countdown right here. We are back with Carrie Underwood here from St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight, it's going on, the Cry Pretty Tour 360. It is all in the 360. It's all about the round. It's a good time. You've had a couple incredible moments for the past month. First off, the CMT Music Awards. You became the biggest award winner ever on the CMT Awards.
Yes.
And so that must have felt great.
Yes. It was a fun night, too. Like, we switched it up this year when we were at the Parthenon. So it was kind of like when we started talking about how to make things different. And, it was different being in a different location, but we were like running back and forth between Bridgestone and Parthenon, so it was cool.
Did you have a favorite moment outside of winning, of course, in that performance?
The performance was a lot of fun. It was just a party vibe. We had a lot of our fan club members. They came to the Parthenon, and I don't know, it was just a fun vibe.
You performed with Joan Jett a couple days after that on CMA Fest, which was, I know you're a huge rock and roll fan too, so big moment. What was that like, performing with her?
So great. She is a trailblazer of all sorts, and she, for women in music, has just done so much, and to kind of be around her was just, I felt cooler being in her presence. She made me cooler.
She's awesome. What else is sort of on your bucket list of things you'd like to do?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to sit around and think, what do I want to do? Who do I want to sing with? Because stuff like that, I never would have thought that would have happened. So that wouldn't have necessarily been like on my list until like the stars were just kind of aligning perfectly for us to be able to perform together, and it completely blew my mind and was something that I didn't know I needed in my life. So I'm just kind of open to things like that organically happening, and you never know with me.
It's fun, but I love the surprises.
Yeah,
stay with us more with Carrie coming up. Back to the countdown. We're back with Carrie Underwood here from St. Louis on the Cry Pretty Tour 360. And Southbound is the current song that's out, which is like the anthem of the summer.
It's so much fun.
It is good. Did you know it was going to be like sort of a summer thing when you recorded it? Like this could be a big summer song?
Well, when we were writing it, this was the last song that we wrote for this album. And it's kind of like I knew I needed that piece of the puzzle because there was a lot of serious songs on this album. And I was like, I need to personally have things kind of rounded out. I need fun songs. I need songs that I can kind of sass my way through. And I just need that for me. And when we were writing it, it just felt really great. And, once the demos started coming back and we were letting everybody else hear it, people were getting excited about it. And we kind of had to hold off on it a little bit just to make it fit for the summer, because when the album came out, it was like, well, this song can't come out too early because it's cold outside.
It made for a great video. Was it fun having Mike and Isaiah part of the video scene?
It was, and we just wanted everything. We're like, let's just have a fun day and just have cameras around, and we'll kind of provide, for potential moments to happen and just see what happens. But it was super important to us to make it just as organic as possible.
That giant inflatable blob, they call it, the sort of catapult inflatable deal. You didn't get on, but Mike did. Yeah.
I thought about it, and then I didn't do it. Mike did. Melissa Sliker, who's hair and makeup for a lot of stuff that I do, she got on it, and she actually ended up, it looked great on camera, but she was bruised from, here to here.
Really?
Oh my gosh,
wow.
Yes. And nobody did it after she did it. Once that happened, it was like, everybody's done.
So I take it there are no blobs out here for the show?
No.
Okay.
No blobs in this. We save that for days off.
All right, stay with us. More with Carrie coming up. Back to the countdown now. We're back again on Hot 20 with Carrie Underwood in St. Louis. Cry Pretty Tour 360 is going on. And you told me the kids are always with you when you're out on the road, right? Mm-hmm. Mike doesn't always make it. He's retired now. So
he is retired, but he has other things that he does. I honestly have no clue where he is today. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just how we roll, man.
Are you putting him to work while he's retiring at all? Doing some household chores, helping out with the kids?
Well, he definitely helps out with the kids. Now that there's two, there's such a difference between the two of them. One's 4 and one's 4.5 months, that he will kind of take Isaiah and he'll find zoos and, aquariums and stuff like that are nearby.
When it comes to Isaiah being out on tour, we've seen that he kind of has maybe the musical bug that Mom has. He's grabbing the microphone, singing a little bit, right?
He loves being on stage, but then when I try to get him to sing, that's harder to do. He jumped up on stage recently during sound check, and he just wants to hear himself on the microphone. I'm like, you have to sing a song. Like, that's what we do. If you're on stage, you have a microphone, you have to be singing. And so he sang Happy Birthday to no one.
Maybe he'll be a hockey player.
You never know. Yeah. I don't know.
You're also adding to the family. No big announcement here.
What? I am?
No.
Wait, what?
You have a German Shepherd puppy.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Who I think Isaiah's named Zero.
Yeah.
Okay, so cute. I'm such a rescue dog person, and I want the ugly sick ones. That's just what I want. So when we were gonna get this dog, it was kind of the only way we could get it is if it had a purpose. So he's like a security dog. He's trained. He's super smart. This dog can open doors. I'm not kidding. Wow.
We put him outside to relax for a minute, and the next thing we know, he's back inside because he can open the doors.
Wow.
So he's super smart. He's going to be a great security dog, but he's more Mike's dog. I never thought I was a little dog person. I had two little dogs, and now that we have a big dog, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely a little dog person.
But his name is Zero, even though it's so big.
Yeah, well, it's the dog off of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, my son loves that movie. I would not have let him watch that, but somewhere along the way, he got exposed to it. So then we had to kind of let him. He loves that movie. That's me and him.
Right.
He likes the creepy things.
Yeah, you like those.
That's totally me.
Spooky, scary movies.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Carrie. More to come. Hang with us. Back to the countdown now. Welcome back to Hot 20. We have all the ladies from the Cry Pretty Tour 360 with Carrie Underwood, Runaway June, and Maddie and Tay. Good to see you all. They all smell so good, by the way. Can you imagine what the fragrance is wafting from all the beautiful ladies here? Carrie, how did this all come together, having an all-female tour?
Basically, it kind of just came down to who I would want to be around and listen to, and who I thought fans would enjoy listening to, and we would all mesh together, and
right.
This is just what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. And since then, we know Isaiah's got a little bit of a crush on Maddie, so it's it's Maddie and Tay, but Maddie and Faye, or something's going on here.
Yeah, right. Well, Maddie and I'm the side piece, and I'm fine with it. I haven't seen him today because we've been kind of running around. I'm like, where's the little nugget at?
Find you.
I know. Yeah, we have at least one meal together, and it's just it's my little sunshine part of the day.
She says that. I feel like she's being really nice.
No, I
keep telling Mike, I'm like, we have to stop encouraging this. We need to tell everybody to stop making jokes about it because she doesn't get a moment's peace.
No, that is my moment of peace. He's so cute. He just says the sweetest things all the time, except the dessert thing. I was like, God,
what's the dessert thing?
Well, long story short, we have we have dinner together, because I think the time frames. Yeah, we have our dinner dates together, and maybe every day I do have a dessert, typically, yes. But, we just try to keep it a secret. And so Isaiah, I was like, hey, dude, that dessert looks amazing. And he was like, you can have one. And I was like, well, I'm a grown-up, so I can't eat dessert as much. And he said, every day I see you eat dessert. And I was like, oh man.
Kids are honest. They're honest.
Yeah, at least you have an honest kid. He does not tell lies. He's truthful.
You guys have got me so excited to see the show tonight. I cannot wait. So thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. And nice job, Naomi, on the blob, by the way, in the Southbound video. That was fantastic.
You're the only one of us brave enough to do it.
I was like, hard pass.
Oh my god. One of my favorite parts of the video is you going, nah.
I know. Well, yeah, it's just when you're I was just no. I am not doing that. No.
Stay with us. More from the Cry Pretty Tour 360 on the way. We'll be right back. We're back with with Carrie Underwood here, and we've dug into the CMT vaults for some old videos. Does it scare you at all?
A little bit.
It should. This is the CMT Music Awards. Is it 05? 06. This 2006. Take a look at this and what you had to say about being starstruck.
I'm a tourist. I'm such a tourist, and I feel like I have some kind of awesome backstage pass or something, and I get to sit with everybody. But I'm just enjoying it. I mean, it's so awesome. People know it. Actually, I don't know if people do know me. I walked out. There's all kinds of people back there, and somebody said Miranda, and I said my name's Carrie. So whatever.
Well,
As long as they think I'm somebody, I'm cool. I've been called worse, for sure.
well, there's no mistaking you now, Carrie. You've become such a superstar since. And one of the other videos we found was that.
Let's watch it again.
Let's watch it one more time. Sorry, we can't
There we go.
stop it now. One of the other videos on here was actually you talking about wanting one day to have a tour like this.
Yeah, I mean the tour's a lot of fun. I consider this a huge learning experience. I hope someday to have my own tour, and I'm trying to pick up as much stuff as I possibly can, so I can use that. And it's me flying solo.
That we're having here. So congratulations on all the amazing success. We appreciate you being here always. Cry Pretty Tour 360. Make sure you see it. Plenty of dates between now and October. Now, our #1 video this weekend, Casey Musgraves. Here's Rainbow.